All right, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shamak out of the Great Millstone, Atlanta Camp. Before I get started, I'm going to give all the glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in the overseas tabernacle of David. All right, and shalom to all the sincere brothers pushing teaching's truth. All right, and shalom to all the sincere believers out there. Okay, here with a lesson concerning the hour of temptation. Okay, the hour of temptation being, in this present time, that being enticed through that RFID chip. You can also relate that to the, including the vaccine or the testing in general. Okay, these are the times we're in, man. That's gonna be a major enticing of our integrity of those that sincerely believe in Yahweh Shai. All right, that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father's true name, and Yahweh Shai being his only begotten Son's true name. All right. So this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. This is to get straight to the point. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay. And we know that the RFID chip being the mark of the beast is going to be the new universal income. They keep throwing around that word universal income. That's going to come through the RFID chip because the dollar and the currencies are all falling. The stock market is crashing. The U.S. dollar has been the leading currency, okay, for years, man. All right, for years. Okay, so at least has going to set up this RFID chip, which is prophecy that we already been foretelling you people, according to Revelation chapter 13. Okay, and it's going to try the entire world, man. It's going to entice the entire world. It's going to make the world very uncomfortable without this RFID chip. Okay, it's going to test our integrity. Okay, it's going to test our faith. All right, it's going to tempt us. Okay, he says that he will keep us from the hour of temptation. He's going to put that enduring spirit on us. Okay, he's not just going to have us not get tempted, because everybody's going to be tempted. It's going to try them that dwell upon the earth. It's going to be a worldwide testing. Okay, and that worldwide testing is going to come through the RFID chip. Okay, all right. The testing is not the vaccine, like the apostle said. The testing is not the vaccine. The testing is not the mark of the beast. The vaccine is not the mark of the beast. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast. But we prepare our spirits to resist all. All right. Verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And yet these are Yahweh Shai words, man. Okay, we have the faith. We have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. We know what to do. Okay, we just have to maintain and hold our integrity until the end. All right, verse 12. He that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power. And I will write upon him my new name. Okay. And that new name is going to be, that new is going to, the word in the Greek, going to kainos, all right, which means refresh, okay? Everything's going to be refreshed, man, when we're in the kingdom of heaven, all right? The earth is going to be refreshed. We're going to be in new bodies, okay? Everything's going to be refreshing, man, okay? So from there, I want to go to Luke chapter 22. When he had I think in the time period where he had his last supper with Yahweh Shai had his last supper with his disciples. Okay, this is Luke chapter 22. And really, truly, ultimately, before he went up on the cross, before he went to getting crucified, okay, he was praying to the Most High. But I want to start at Luke chapter 22, verse 40. All right, Luke chapter 22, verse 40. It reads, and when he was at the place, he said unto them, pray that ye enter not into temptation. And he was withdrawn from them about a cast stone. And nevertheless, about a cast stone, and kneeled down and prayed, saying, Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not at my will, but thine be done. See, and that's humility in Yahweh Shai. Because everything we understand that is all the Lord, that's all Yahweh's, it's in all the Lord's control. All right? Yahweh's in control, man. Yahweh Shai even knew that. Yahweh Shai realized that. He even knew that, man. He said, let thy will be done. Okay? He said, verse 43, and there appeared an angel unto him from heaven, strengthening him. And being in agony, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was as it were great drops of blood falling down to the ground. See, he was sweating and praying, man. You know, because it was a heavy time he had to bear on that cross. You know, they was whipping and lashing him like that, beating him, plugging those thorns to his head, the crown of thorns, you know, full of blood. You know, just a gruesome death, man. Okay? He knew what was going to happen. He already knew it. It was part of prophecy, you know. It was a part of the gospel, you know, to rise on that third day. For that to happen, he had to die, man. Okay? So, hey, he was sweating. But verse 45, it reads, and when he arose up from prayer and was come to his disciples, he found them sleeping for sorrow, and said unto them, why sleep ye? Rise and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. Okay, and that has something that's really relating to us today, man. You know, rising up and praying that we enter not into temptation. Okay, not saying we're not going to enter into it at all, but that we endure through the temptation as Yahushua did. He endured through it, man. You know, he ain't just try to run away when the Roman soldiers tried to when they found him. Of course, when Judas sold him out, you know, for that silver. All right, he didn't just run away because he could have easily ran away, man. All right, but he endured he had to go through it. You know, he endured through it, man. He fought through it. Okay, he maintained his integrity. Okay, and that's what we must remember as well. As we're in these times where they're going to implement the vaccine, they're going to implement these testings, they're going to implement the RFID chip worldwide, man. These are things we're going to meditate upon, man. You know. But this is John chapter 15, verse 18. It reads, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Because we know, the world hates us right now, but it's going to get worse. Times are about to increase. All right, they hated Yahushua, they persecuted him. So, we're going to be persecuted. You know, it's going to go into it, verse 19. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they had persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they had kept my saying, they will keep yours also. See, Yahushua was persecuted. So we're going to be hated on and persecuted, man. People going to be coming after us as they did Yahushua. People going to want our heads as they wanted Yahushua's, man. They was yelling, crucify him, crucify him. They didn't even have a valid reason, man. They were just hating on him because he was the son of the Most High. They was faithless. They didn't believe, really, okay? Because if they truly did, man, they would never did what they did. You know, mocked and scoffed at them, man. All right? But we're going to be persecuted as well. All right? People don't understand that, you know, of course, our position. All right? But it's not meant for them to understand. All right? Just in the same way that we're quoting Yahushua, man, people are going to be keeping our sayings. You know? People are going to be remembering what we were prophesying, what we stand for. All right? Which is for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. People are going to know that. All right? People are going to know that. And I want to get another point, a side note, really not a side note, but to show that we're not exempt, you know, from getting touched, man. You know, these times are not about to be peaches and cream, all right? Because even it pleased the Lord, you know, to bruise Yahushua, man. And that was his son, all right? That was the son of the Most High, all right? So how much more so us, you know? And he didn't even sin, okay? He didn't even sin. Of course, you know, you go deeper down into the understanding he did in his past generations, you know, in his other bodies. Okay, but that in this life, as he lived as Yahushua, man, he didn't even sin, man. But it pleased the Lord. That shows you that we are not exempt, man. But we just got to endure whatever is put in front of us, you know, whatever that case may be. All right, but this is Isaiah chapter 53, verse 10. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He had put him to grief when thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin. Yeah, because Yahushua, the reason, for that, he had to be the sacrifice for us to have grace, you know, for us to have the remission of sins, for us to gain mercy from Yahweh. All right. It reads, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. All right, but that main point I wanted to get was at the beginning. It says, yeah, it pleased the Lord to bruise him. All right, so this shows that we not exempt, man. It pleased the Lord to bruise Yahushua. This entire chapter of Isaiah chapter 53 is about Yahushua. All right, but just to piggyback off that point, and this may be my last scripture. All right, that whatever situation that we're put through in these last days, in these heavy times, man, heavy times, okay, that we're going to be able to make it through it because they're going to be common to man, and he's not going to put something that we couldn't bear in front of us. All right, that includes our day-to-day walks, man. At the temporary moment, it may feel like this is maybe too much or too heavy for you, but a couple of days later, as Bishop down here in Atlanta mentioned, hey, after a couple of days, man, he's like, man, it ain't even that bad, man. You could just come numb to the pain. All right, but this is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It reads, there have no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. You see? It's gonna everything we're gonna go through or come by in these last days or even day-to-day lives, man, it's common to man. It's common to man. It's normal. It's usual. It's not unusual. All right. And the Most High is faithful. He hasn't forgot about our works that we have done. He hasn't forgot about our faith that pleases him. He hasn't forgot about the prayers that the angels have taken up to him. All right. He's not going to tempt us above that we are able to get past it, man. He's going to make a way for us to escape. And that goes, and that's heavy too. Because if I can grab in the blue letter quickly, I want to get Isaiah chapter 59, okay, because it said a way for us to escape. Just to piggyback and correlate that with Isaiah 59, verse 19, it reads, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Hey, where are we, man? The Western Hemisphere, man. Okay, he said, his glory shall appear from the rising of the sun, but I also want to pinpoint that word standard. Okay, in the Hebrew, nawak. All right. You have, it says to flee, escape. It says to take flight, depart, disappear. See? So, hey, when we're going through those temptations, those near-death situations, hey, any situations, man, being enticed by the RFID chip, with a life on the line, whatever the case may be, the Lord's going to allow a way for us to flee, to escape, disappear, to endure the situation that is in front of us. So, during this hour of temptation, as we see it as such, we ultimately know that's going to come through the RFID chip, okay? Their universal income, they're going to push it they're going to gradually push it as convenience for the entire world. Okay, we know what's coming, man, through these testings. It's all gradual, the testings, the vaccinations, but it's also going to be the RFID chip, okay? And you're not going to be able to operate without it, man. All right, so that was Lord willing, this was edifying, exhorting concerning the hour of temptation, all right, and enduring through it, okay? So I want to end off by giving all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well over his tabernacle of David. All right, Shalom, Abba, keep the faith. Shalom.